Hey folks, Matt Easton here, Scholar Gladiatore. So, as you may have noticed, I don't know how many of you will have noticed, but I am British. And over the years, quite a lot of people, well, over the last year, shall we say, quite a lot of people have asked me, Matt, what are your opinions on Brexit? Well, you know, I'm not really going to go into that. They're complex. Okay, I'll leave that one to Lloyd. I'll leave that as Lindy Beig's topic. But the fact of the matter is that in around a year's time, Britain is no longer going to be part of the European Union. A lot of people saying, no longer going to be part of Europe. Well, as far as I know, there are no plans to sail off into the Atlantic Ocean or North Sea or wherever. We will still be part of Europe, as we always have been, in terms of we are, 26 miles away from France. That's not going to change, okay? But what does Brexit hold? We don't know, okay? We don't know whether Brexit's going to be a good thing or a bad thing, or even if the European Union will last much longer. Who knows? But one of the things that was amusing that came up in the British media recently, in recent months, was that the new British passports are going to be a little bit different. Now, first of all, the British passport is red. I will show you one. So here is my British passport. This is what they look like. There you go. And they're a kind of, you know, colour of dark red, maroon, burgundy, whatever you want to call it. And there's a certain, you know, tradition to that, and we've become accustomed to this. And the first shock horror was that the new British passport is going to be blue. Well, as many of you will know from history, there is a kind of unwritten rule that the English, at least, I won't say the British, because obviously the Scottish and the Welsh and the Irish are different, but the English tend to associate themselves with red. And who most famously associates themselves with blue? The French, okay? And, incidentally, the Scots, because of course the Scots are part of the old alliance, because the Scots like to think that they're better friends with the French than with the English. Though, of course, you know, Napoleon and Vichy France and various other things aside, that's probably not true, but Scots like to think that somehow the French are better friends than the English. But anyway, I'm part Scottish, a little bit. But the shock horror, of course, was that the new British passport is going to be blue. How can we have a British passport that's blue? You know, because blue's the French colour. You know, you look at even football teams or rugby or whatever. You know, England has red and white, and France has blue, red and white, but mostly blue, okay? And obviously Napoleonic armies, French armies, obviously different types of soldiers in Britain. We had most of the line infantry were in red, but we did have some, our light cavalry, for example, did wear blue. Our rifles wore dark green. In France, they had cavalry in various different colours, but most of their infantry was in blue. So the general division is, you know, France blue, Britain red, or at least England red. Yeah, so first shock horror was the fact that the new British passport was going to be blue. Well, you know, I don't personally give a damn. I don't give a damn one way or the other. As far as I'm concerned, I'm from London and I live in Surrey, okay? I don't particularly associate with someone from the north of England or the west country of England any more than I associate with someone from Brittany in France or from Northern Ireland or wherever, okay? If I like people, I like people. I don't care where they're from. Right, so blue passport, okay, well that caused some shock. But then the latest thing was that the new blue British passport, not only was it going to be blue, but it was actually going to be produced, or is going to be produced, in France. Now, there's all kinds of irony to this, because obviously in a year's time, we're no longer going to be part of the European Union. So the fact that we're going out of the European Union, but we're getting a blue passport made in France, that is just all levels of hilarious. But what I'm really not happy about is the first draft. Just have a look at this. This is outrageous. So, as I understand it, the French have said, we will make you the absolute perfect passport for your country, and here it is. And, excuse my accent, please, but here is the first draft of the new British passport. And I think you can see there's something a little bit wrong with it. Can you spot it? Can you spot the reference? Now, obviously, this is a parody, but I thought I'd share it with you because I think it's fantastic. And actually, I would love this if this was actually a passport, the real passport, and I think we should be able to get this produced as a sort of cover to put over our actual passports when they come. I would definitely get one. Anyway, all joking aside, we're still going to be part of Europe. I'm not going to go into huge depth on what my views of Brexit or the new passports or anything else are, because frankly, I'm not that bothered. And you know, I'll continue to feel like a citizen of Europe, and I will continue to have friends in France and Germany and Italy and Sweden and all the other countries I have friends in. I will continue to go there. And for me personally, I hope that very little will change. Thanks folks, and see you soon. Bye. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. We have extra videos on Patreon, and you can follow us on Facebook.